Hey guys, welcome to another audio commentary done by Diggity. Ooh, lagging out there a little bit. This match is going to be between Joekim and Quesadilla. Quesadilla is going to be starting at the 6 o'clock position in red, Joekim starting at the 3 o'clock position in blue. I should have closed AIM/MSN in the background. It's lagging me out a little bit here and there. Quesadilla, I cannot sing his praises high enough. Obviously organized SoCal 2. If you guys want to be part of sponsors or something like that for SoCal 3, send me a PM on YouTube or go to bwusa.org, try to message Quesadilla or Xeris. Xeris the other organizer, obviously. And I guess this is me officially asking for sponsors. If you have a, PC cafe, honestly, I don't think it even takes that much to sponsor. I mean, we had a webcam and a mouse for the raffle, which was, I think, just about around $100. I'm not sure who threw those in. And then there was like $50 for first place, and so basically just a $100 prize pool, and that was enough to get really top name players out. I mean, Day 9 Machine showed up, and I bet if we got other sponsors, more people would show up. Maybe even draw some of those NorCal folk down to the Southern California Lan. Anyway, but just a lot of fun people. Looks like Joekim sitting that pylon up, we'll see, and not wasting anything, and I have that probe mine some minerals on the side. But yeah, let's see if he decides to put that gateway down, or maybe that forge, we'll see. Maybe I'll actually try to do this one proper. Most of the time I'm just kind of doing this lazy after work, but let me practice a little bit using the arrow keys properly, although hopefully it doesn't lag my computer. Looks like he is in fact putting that forge down instead of going something else. Looks like KCD is going to go for a 12 pool. But yeah, both these guys awesome. Joekim part of Team Keepers, which is going to be in Yankee League next season. Quesadilla, I believe, just joined Keepers, and I think it's been offered to me to join Keepers. I'm still debating it here as I'm speaking in this vid. Really nice guys, so it's actually very tempting. And not that I deserve it, because honestly, these guys, Quesadilla I think is a better player than me, and Joekim is a lot better a player than me, by far in my opinion. It looks like Joekim now coming in with the scouts. So 12 hatch from Quesadilla, and Quesadilla, honestly, man, as far as his playing level, it's just gone up crazy. I remember seeing him play. I mean, he was a really good player when he was at the OSL party. I think it was the OSL party. It might have been the MSL finals party that my old guy was hosting. And then I saw him at this LAN, and he just got like 10 times better. And sheesh, I mean, major improvement over a really short period of time. And honestly, I think he's just going to get better and better and better. So anyway, seeing him talk about how great he is and continue with the actual match. Looks like a forge is down here in the background for Joekim. Joekim seeing that 12th hatch, going to put down the Nexus instead of cannons. Looks like KCD is going to be scouting the upper left hand corner. I need to be careful about that down directional mouse thing. Anyway, but going to be scouting the upper left hand corner with that Overlord. Joekim obviously got that scout off first, and it looks like going to harass that probe from putting down that third hatchery a little bit. Just continue to harass it. Looks like KCD going to actually push up a little bit, wait outside this hatchery in the meantime, and that probe being persistent. Now KCD putting down that third hatchery. We'll see how Joekim reacts. He's going to see this third hatchery go down. KCD going to be able to put that, kind of hide that drone in the middle of his lines. Now producing some zerglings, and let's see if this probe now gets picked off as it's marching in here. Almost didn't look like KCD was going to bother with it, continuing to harass what probes he can. 2 cannons down on his front line, got an accent there all of a sudden, front line in the meantime, and it looks like that secondary is just about up. Just a couple ticks, so we'll probably start transferring drones here in just a moment. In the meantime, still got that probe inside the base. He has seen that 3 hatch, so we'll see what he decides to do, and obviously putting down cannons. Actually, I won't say anything. We'll just watch the game. Looks like his probe's going to get taken out by KCD here in just a second. A little bit low on health, getting hunted down by those probes mercilessly. No gas down yet for Quesadilla, so no real indication what kind of tech he's going quite yet. And it looks like, his Overlord getting a couple shots off that front line. Didn't look like it got about a little bit below half health, so not getting taken out. Now a gateway going down at the front door for Joekim, so gonna create somewhat of a blockade. He needs to get some zealots actually, just in case, I don't know, because he doesn't want to have to bother bring probes off the line to block this little grouping. This little niche, I should say, and putting a third cannon down now, because yeah, you want those 2 zealots right in that area. And Quesadilla going for a third hatchery, now bringing the rest of those zerglings up to the front, probably to deny a scout, be a little aggressive. Looks like he killed Joekim's scout in his base. Now putting the gas. Looks like he's going to go for a Hydralisk build, putting that 4th hatchery down. Joekim, in the meantime, has a secondary up. We'll see what he decides to do with his tech. Looks like he does have a pylon down here in the background. And in the meantime, yeah, And really, one thing about Quesadilla, though, is he doesn't have this Overlord here. It's coming back to his base. He's not putting that Overlord in the back of Joekim's base to kind of see what tech he's going. So he's not going to. At this point, he's a little bit in the dark. He's not getting the two. He's not seeing whether Joekim's going 2-gate or what. But with that Cybernetics core, looks like he's going to do a pretty standard Bisu build. A little bit of a Zergling dance there, interestingly enough. It was trying to blockade, but unfortunately let that probe through. So Joekim probably going to get another scout. He's going to see this 4th hatchery and know that Hydralisks are coming along the way, and we'll see how he decides to react as a result. And yeah, it looks like he's going to be able to run right across. You're going to see that creep, and that's just devastating information. Usually when you want to hide that, even off a 3-hatch, yeah, scouting is just huge in this game, if I haven't emphasized that already. It looks like 2 gas down, so wow, and Hydralisk Den going down now as well, or it's been down, I should say, for Quesadilla, so skipping layer. Looks like he's going to go for a pretty significant Hydralisk push. In the spawning pool, I'm not quite sure if that's helping him or hurting him, actually. As far as that positioning, looks like he's upgrading Zergling speed in the meantime, and we'll see what he's upgrading Hydralisk speed as well. Robotics facility going down to the front, an additional cannon. He's going to need those additional cannons to fight off the Hydralisks. Also going that weapons 1. That probe's still gathering information out in the field, amazing. And keep in mind, Quesadilla is still in the dark. I'm looking for looks like going a robotics facility before Stargate, interestingly enough. And we'll see if he decides to put down a Reaver, whatnot. What am I talking about? Robotics support bay. There we go. It's been a long day. Robotics support day, and it's only Monday. Frickin' A. Letting you know when I got to these VODs. I've been doing about 2 per day for about a week now, basically, and it looks like getting the 5th cannon down again. Really worried about those Hydralisks that pushing out. It looks like an evolution chamber going down in the background for Quesadilla, so he's going to try to. So he's not going to be too. He might be a little behind, but we'll see how far behind he is dealing with those upgrades. Now he has some Hydralisks out, but he's mostly been getting his gas down and teching up. And yeah, as you can see, weapons upgrading. Shuttle up, and we'll see if we can see the robotics support bay. 2 more gateways, it looks like. Citadel Vadun and robotics support bay simultaneously, interestingly enough. So going for the zealot speed, obviously, and also maybe going for a Reaver harass. Usually what I do, which I guess is kind of noob, is I get Reaver out just to kind of deal with the initial Hydralisks while I'm going to Templar. Obviously don't dedicate to it, but anyway, we'll see. It's going to be hard for Quesadilla though, because as you can see, he's got to protect 3 bases, which are fairly easily, which are very accessible by Reaver. Unfortunately, Hydralisk's easiest thing to take down Reavers and things with. It looks like that gateway going to be taken down, and actually Joekim needs to be a little bit careful. He should probably get another pylon down. Looks like he is going to get that weapons 1 upgrade, but first of all going to lose this gateway most likely. But as you can see, there's a single pylon for basically all this tech up here. The entirety of this tech up here. It looks like this will probably protect actually a couple of these cannons in the background here, but I don't think that one, and maybe not these 2. So honestly, I think Quesadilla could actually take out that pullback, kill that pylon as well. Doesn't look like he's going to. Level 1 weapons has been upgraded. A couple probes being transferred there. It looks like, yeah, both shuttle speed and zealot speed being upgraded. Joekim being a little sneaky here. Gonna put those pylons down on the ramps, so basically you can't get a decent sized group of Hydralisks here to deal with the cannons that are behind that wall, and throwing Zerglings up there can be an issue. And it looks like he pushed up. Sorry I missed that. Looks like a decent sized attack went off while I was checking out that 9 o'clock position. So Joekim, actually, I really like this. He's being very aggressive. He's going to go out with the shuttle, which is basically going to hide that 9 o'clock position for him. It's going to keep Quesadilla from really getting a good opportunity to scout it. Going to be too concerned. And keep in mind, like that Overlord saw it directly, and we'll see how he reacts. Looks like he has Hydralisks in the background waiting for it, which Joekim's not going to be too happy about. Looks like a Carapace going up in the meantime here. And yeah, as you can see, getting that Zealot first, and we'll see if he can take out this Reaver. Needs to focus on that Reaver. Reaver taken out fairly quickly, and now taking out the shuttle as well. Excellent micromanagement by Quesadilla. Losing 4 Hydralisks for a shuttle and a Reaver, not a bad trade-off. Looks like he's going to lose some drones, but honestly, not that bad a loss. But what he really needs to worry about, looks like he's going to have to pull his drones off for just a moment. Whoa, nice little moonwalk move there from that Zealot. I wish I could rewind and show that. Maybe you guys on YouTube can pull back and see that kind of. That was crazy. Anyway, but yeah, this is the big issue right here. Is that usually when you're in a 4 Hydralisk build, most Zerg play kind of revolves around denying that 3rd expansion. It looks like Joekim's going to get it up pretty easily and putting cannons down in the wall line in the meantime. Going for, looks like armor 1 in the background. So sorry about missing that attack earlier, but it looks like he's got a Reaver alongside as well as a couple Zealots, producing another drop shuttle, and looks like he has a Templar Archives up as well as a cannon, putting some of these gateways towards the back of his base, one so they won't get picked off by Hydralisks, and also kind of protecting against that Hydra drop later game if it kind of drops back in this area. Basically the reinforcements will be spawning right on. Now as you can see, a lot of Hydralisks being produced by Quesadilla. Quesadilla, as far as supply, actually is probably quite a bit on Joekim if we get a look at it. It looks like, actually no, I take it back, Joekim doing really well in supply. It looks like it's mostly in probes though, so he's got, what is that, 6 Zealots, a Reaver, and I'm trying to, yeah, it looks like missed it again, so I'm going to do this again later.